Let's get it jumped off. Royal Flush, AK Street Boss. Run when the heat toss. Every party my team floss. Rap style endorse. Hip hop break jaws. Terminator rap laws. Beef on the back doors. Right to the pin saw. You know your mentor. I got your label mad saying I'm raw. Dropping them all. Similar to Total Recall. Space rappers don't deserve the ball. They life too small. Got it locked.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sample Shopping on the Maximilian Must Know channel. I have 4 fragrances to talk to you guys about today from Decant Shop. If you live in outer space or have just never seen one of my videos before and don't know what Decant Shop is, it's basically a place online where you can buy samples of fragrances or decants of fragrances. And the difference between a sample and a decant is a sample, you're sort of acknowledging you want to sample the fragrance. A decant is you want a little bit more than a sample, but maybe you don't need a full bottle. And so there's many different options on Decant Shop's website, and you can use a special coupon code exclusively for my audience when you check out, which is MAX12, and 12% will automatically be taken off of your entire order. So any time you see one of these episodes, if one of the scents we discuss interests you, you can purchase it from Decant Shop and use that coupon code. I try to do these every week with, of course, courtesy of Decant Shop. So we have 4, I think, really interesting fragrances to talk about today. So let's get right into it. The first one is one from the House of Creed. Now, this is one of their newest ones. It's called Vetiver Geranium. We got to look at Vintage Top Arome last week, and now we're looking at one. This is from their newer Aqua Originale line, and this line has received some mixed reviews. I'm sort of on the middle of it, and or the middle in it, and for our opinion goes on this one. This one, Vetiver Geranium, was released in 2014, and the notes on it are Granny Smith apple, bergamot and lemon at the top. In the middle you've got geranium, cinnamon and rose, and in the base you've got patchouli, musk, cedar and amber. Now these only come in one size. They are 100 ml. They're millesime concentration, and they go for $300. So that's actually not bad in terms of Creed pricing. I do think it's only a matter of time before these hit the secondary market, and the website, I think it's called Lily Direct, already does have some of these testers and fragrance, the Aqua Originale ones for under the Creed price. Now this one, Vetiver, or the Creed retail price, this one, Vetiver Geranium, is really, really nice, guys. Like, this is an amazing fragrance. The quality on it is just beautiful. It's got a sort of crisp green snappiness that I love, and the geranium and apple is an ingenious combination. I'm surprised that Creed is one of the first houses I've seen use it. I know actually Yosh sort of used it in her scent. Koenig sort of has an apple and mint or forest feel, but this one is apple and geranium, and it's just awesome. And then in the middle you get these touches of cinnamon and a little bit of floralness with the rose, and I'm a huge fan of this one. I might need to get a bottle of this one for spring and summer. We'll see. But yeah, this one is definitely bottle worthy for me. Not sure I'm going to pay the $300 because I'm sure I'll be able to get it cheaper down the line, but I'm a huge fan. This is one of my favorite Creed fragrances I've ever smelled, and you know, I have 7 in my collection, and I must have 10 or 20 samples of different Creed fragrances, and this one's almost as good as anything else I've smelled, so big fan. Next up, we're going to take a look at one from another one of my favorite houses. This one is Penhaligon's, and this fragrance is one of their older ones. It's called English Fern. Now, we've looked at a few from this house on the show. We looked at Iris Prima and Hammam Bouquet. I own 4 from this house. I own Sartorio, Duro, Elixir, and one of their newer releases, Bayolia. There are 2 more on my to-purchase list, Endymion, and they're exclusive for Turnbull and Acer. I'm not a huge fan of the new Trade Route collection they did. Maybe I need more time. I did get samples of those from a Penhaligon's rep at Saks. This one is not new. This one actually was released in 1890, so an oldie. At the top of this one, we've got lavender and geranium, so another geranium fragrance, cloves in the middle, and sandalwood, patchouli, and oak moss in the base. Now, in New York City, these can be purchased at Saks Fifth Avenue, where their official sort of retail spot is, and Pasteur pharmacies carry these as well. Online, you can buy from the Sartorial website, and I think Lucky Scent stocks Penhaligons as well. They retail usually for their normal releases $140 for 100 ml, and 50 mls usually go for about 85 to 90 bucks. But always check discount sites, because you can find these on places like Beauty Encounter or Lily Direct. There are deals to be had on Penhaligon's fragrances, and this one for me, this is another huge winner. It's big, it's green, it's sort of got a soapy barbershop vibe to it, and it's another one where the geranium kicks in a very good way. I would describe this one as very green, very herbal, and very refreshing. It's well done. Really well done by Penhaligons. Now, I do already own Sartorio. I own another scent that's sort of like that, Rive Gauche. I own Green Irish Tweed, Invasion Barbar. So I don't know that I need this one, but it's really good, and I think it's a great work or suit and tie sort of scent for a gentleman. And if I see this at the right price, it's very, very possible that I'd buy it, because I like this one a lot. Next up, we have the first ever fragrance that I've gotten my nose on from the House of Odin, and this one is called 03 Century. Now, Odin, for those of you who might not know, is a village clothing boutique that opened up in 2004. They started their fragrance collection in 2009, and they currently have about 15 fragrances available. You can find their fragrances at their boutique, also Barney's in New York City, and Lucky Scent online. This one was one of the original releases. It came out in 2009. The perfumer on this one is Kevin Verspoor, and the price tag on this is $145 for 100 ml. I have never seen Odin fragrances discounted. Notes on this one are silver birch, cypress, mint, vetiver, liquid myrrh, patchouli, musk, oak moss, and amber. And I don't like this one at all. It smells to me almost like a watered down, high quality niche gen. It's like if someone took a half a bottle of an Amouage fragrance and wanted to steal half of it, so they combined half a bottle of that with water. This is sort of what that smells like. I mean, I guess I get some myrrh, some mint, and some faint woods, but not enough of any of these to make it an interesting scent for me. It's also pretty weak in terms of performance. It's just, for me, this is a huge snooze. I'm definitely not impressed with the first Odin scent that I've checked out. Finally this week, we're going to take a look at what a lot of people think of as the quintessential incense scent. This one is called Avignon by Comme Des Garcons. Now, we've looked at a lot of scents from this house in the show, but I only own one, and we didn't even look at that one in the show. I own Pharrell Williams' Girl. On my list, I do have Black, and I have this one. So those are sort of the two. Actually, I also have one of their green series, one called Lily, on my list. So those are the three that I'm interested in. Barney's has these in New York City, so does Dover Street Market and Aids de Venustis. Online, Lucky Scent and Beauty Habit both carry this house as well. This is from their third series, the Incense series, and the perfumer on this one is the Great Bertrand Duchaufour. These come in one size, $95 for 50 ml. Notes on this one are Roman chamomile, cistus oil, elemi, incense, vanilla, patchouli, palisander, and ambrette seeds. And yeah, this one is fucking awesome. Like, seriously, this is incense on some real shit, like no fraudulence. This is incense. Like, this is hardcore church liturgical, I'm gonna say, a novena incense. If you're an incense head and you're looking for a church incense and you don't buy this, I think someone has led you astray in their advice to you. Now, I don't know that I'd buy this, because I have a fragrance called Incensed by Smell Bent, which I've reviewed, and I think Incensed is richer and it has more depth. It's got like vanilla soaked woods in there, and this one to me is just straight up incense. Like, there's not much else here. It's very beautiful, but I think it might be better off as like a room spray, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that I'd want to wear this one, but it's just, the quality on this one is insane. So if I was ranking these, I mean, you guys could guess. Vetiver Geranium is so far and away, it's one of the best fragrances on Sample Shopping I've gotten my nose on. Then I would actually go with English Fern. because this surprised me in a really good way. Then I'd probably go with Avignon, and then I'd go with the Odin. As far as will I buy, definitely, maybe, probably not, but it's possible, and definitely fucking not. So there you go, guys. 4 fragrances this week. Next week we have another 4 fragrances. We're gonna look at 1 from the house of Gucci, 1 from the house of LM Parfum, 1 from the house of Nikos, and 1 from the house of CB I Hate Perfume. So definitely another fun week. If any of these scents have piqued your interest, and some of them definitely should, go to decantshop.com and order samples, and remember, use that coupon code MAX12. And I also want you to remember that if you want to make your own decants, you can buy decanting supplies there as well, although my coupon code won't work because the prices are already so low on the decanting supplies, and they're all made in the United States. You don't have to buy that made in China shit and support kids that are working for like 6 cents in a bowl of rice an hour. And then the other thing is that you can also sell or trade in your unused scents to Decant Shop for store credit or money. So if you have fragrances that are just sitting around and gathering dust, you can get rid of them and get something in return. So if you want more information about that, just email Decant Shop and they'll help you. So again, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. We'll be back this weekend with a review and more videos next week. Obviously,
now I buy cars with the TVs. My guns be rocking you like Darvin Levy. Rap niggas be easy, slow, speedy. Every time you grab the microphone, shit sound weak, song complete. Bring it back to the fucking streets with the hardcore beats. Used to bang